Welcome, horror fans, to a story that will pull at you quite literally. Tonight we journey into the heart of the Grand. Tree Macabre, a place where the curtains rise on a never-ending nightmare. This isn't your average haunted theater. Forget creaking floorboards and shadowy figures in the wings. Here, the horror is far more intimate, far more controlling. The puppets you see don't need a puppeteer. They choose their own actors for over a century, the Grand. Tree Macabre has stood silent, a monument to a forgotten tragedy. The legend says its original owner, a brilliant but tormented puppet master, poured his own soul into his creations. Now his collection of lifelike marionettes hangs in the dusty darkness, waiting. They are not merely wood and string. They are vessels of a relentless hunger, a need to perform the same tragic play over and over again. And for that they need actors, living actors, invisible strings, finer than silk yet stronger than steel, extend from the puppets, seeking out the desperate and the ambitious. Once these ethereal threads find a host, they attach themselves, turning the person into a living marionette. The victims are forced to dance, to speak, to weep on stage, their bodies no longer their own, trapped in a grotesque, repeating performance for an audience of ghosts. Enter Elara, a talented young actress whose career is on the verge of collapse. She's been blacklisted, her dreams turning to dust, when a mysterious invitation arrives for a leading role at the newly reopened Grand. Tree Macabre, she sees it as her last chance, a lifeline. The pay is astronomical, the role is perfect, and the director is oddly secretive. Ignoring the dark rumors that cling to the theater like cobwebs, Elara accepts. From the moment she steps onto the stage, something feels wrong. There are no other actors, no director in sight, only the rows of puppets staring down at her with their glassy, lifeless eyes. During her first rehearsal, she feels a strange prickling on her skin, a faint tugging at her limbs. She dismisses it as nerves, the pressure of the role, but the sensation grows stronger. The invisible strings have found their new star. She tries to leave, but her feet won't obey. Her arms move in gestures she doesn't command. Her voice recites lines she has never learned, her mouth forming words of sorrow and despair from a play, written in madness. The strings, once invisible, begin to manifest, glowing with a faint, sickly light. They are no longer just attached to her. They are weaving themselves into her very flesh, stitching her being to the will of the puppets. The play is a tragedy, a story of love and betrayal that always ends in death. Elara is forced to perform it every night. With each performance, the strings dig deeper, sewing themselves through muscle and bone, merging with her nerves. She can feel the cold wooden soul of the puppet master flowing through them, his eternal sorrow becoming hers. She is no longer Elara, the actress. She is the tragic heroine, destined to die on stage, only to be resurrected by the strings the next evening to do it all over again. Her struggle is silent, her screams are part of the script, her tears are part of the performance. The audience of spectral patrons applauds, but she can't see them. All she can see are the grinning, wooden faces of the puppets, her true masters. She is trapped in a perfect, beautiful, and utterly horrifying performance, a living doll in a theater of the damned, her career saved at the cost of her soul. The show must go on forever. Thank you for watching. If you were as captivated by this tale of terror as I was, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the shadows. Stay safe and always be careful what role you agree to play.